So Tyler and I are going to do some lower extremity strengthening exercises. These are good for any knee patients and or hip patients, even some lower back patients. So I'm going to have Tyler do is bend up his uninvolved leg and put his foot on the table. You can do them on the floor, you can do them on your bed, preferably the floor if you can get on and off of it. So first thing you want to do is tighten your belly to make sure that you protect your lower back. So keeping your core engaged, you're going to tighten your quad muscle by pushing that knee down into the surface, engaging that quad muscle, and then you're going to lift straight up. No higher than your opposite leg. You're going to hold for a second or two and then bring down the leg slowly. Don't just let the leg fall to the surface. You can rest in between each one, but before you lift the leg, again, you want to make sure your core is engaged. You engage your quad muscle, and then your leg comes straight up. No higher than your opposite side. Hold for a second or two, and then come down nice and slowly. You're going to repeat these exercises again for 3 sets of 10. A great place to start if you find that the straight leg raise itself is hard is at the very beginning steps. So Tyler's going to bring his leg down. Instead of lifting the leg, he's going to just focus on engaging his quad. So tighten the belly. He's going to push the back of his knee down. He's going to engage the quad muscle, pulling his toe back towards his nose, holding for about 5 to 10 seconds, and then resting. Again, for 3 sets of 10. Hold for 5 to 10 seconds. And then rest. As you gain strength in doing this very basic exercise, you can then again try the straight leg raise. If you find when you do the straight leg raise, so Tyler's going to lift straight up. As you can see, his leg is nice and straight. If he brings the leg down and he allows the knee to bend and his heel hits the table first, you want to go back to doing the very basic exercise of just the quad setting. Holding for 5 to 10 seconds and then rest. Okay? The next exercise, Tyler's going to bend that knee up and put both his feet flat on the table. You want to make sure that your feet are even. You don't want to have your involved leg out in front of the uninvolved, so you want to make sure that your feet are nice and even. First step here, again, is to tighten your belly to make sure that your lower back is safe. You're going to bring the toes off the surface so you're just on your heels. As you engage your hamstrings and your gluteal muscles, your back is going to lift up off the table. You rise up so that you're in a straight line from your knees to your shoulders. You hold again for 5 to 10 seconds, and then you hinge at the hip joint and you come back down to the surface. Okay, so engage your belly, you lift your toes, engage your glutes and your hamstrings, you hold for 5 to 10 seconds, and then you come back down and rest. Again, perform the exercise for 3 sets of 10. The next exercise, Tyler's going to lay on his left side. You can support your head as comfortably as you want to be on your side. You want to make sure that your shoulders and your hips are in straight alignment. You don't want to be rolled backwards, nor do you want to be rolled too far forward. Okay, so you want to make sure that your shoulders and your hips are straight alignment. Your knees and your feet stay stacked together. Your belly is tight to protect your lower back. And you're just going to lift your top knee. As you lift your knee, our tendency again is to roll back. You want to make sure that your body stays stacked on your shoulder and your hip. You hold for a second or two, and then you bring that knee back down. Keep your feet together. You lift your top knee. You pause for a second or two, and then you come back down. Again, performing the exercise for 3 sets of 10.